Hey everyone, thank you for all the support. Today I want to talk about Did Mary Was Here by Frederick Beckman. Frederick Beckman loved to do this character trope construction where he explored some characters that are usually goofy, unlikable characters that are just there to become a problem for the main character, and he did a great job at it in A Man Called Oof, making a cranky old man character with a big heart. Brit Mary, the main character here, is not the first time she appeared. Her first experience is actually as some kind of an antagonist in the other book, My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry, which is not that good of a book compared to A Man Called Oof, but she was an interesting character. With Brit Mary, he explored the characters of an old lady with a lack of social awareness, a stickler for the rules, and annoyingly passive-aggressive. She was finally separated from her unfaithful husband of 40 years in this book, who is not that good of a person either. Ken said that Brit Mary was socially incompetent. She stayed home for another few years so he could be social on behalf of both of them. A few years turned into more years, and more years turned into all years. Years have a habit of behaving like that. It's not that Brit Mary chose not to have any expectation. She just woke up one morning and realized they were past their sell-by date. But staying alone at home, she became afraid of dying without anyone finding out about it, so she went out to get a job, which she managed to get somehow. She now works as a caretaker at Borg, a village on the verge of collapse where everything are closing down. But meeting the misfit in this town and doing things she has never experienced before will start changing her life and also change the people in the town. Yeah, it's that kind of story. I would actually really love to like this story, but unfortunately, I really don't. The writing of the dialogue is insufferable. Each character have their own quirk. Brit Mary keeps saying ha for response or before each sentence. Another character says shit all the time for no particular reason. Then another character kept adding what is called in her sentences. What is this anime convention with out of touch with that keeps saying dirty bio? Because I didn't imagine anime when I read this book. I imagine real people in real life situation, and while I can imagine one person just to be quirky like that, it's hard to stretch my suspense of disbelief when everyone in the group seems to have their own quirky way of talking. What makes this worse is that Brit Mary Was Here is a character-driven story, but when the characters, even the initial ones, are not believable like this, it's hard to get into the story. And the point of the story is to deconstruct these usually unlikable characters and add more depth to them, make them more empathetic and sympathetic. Unfortunately, I think the author forgot to also make them realistic. It's hard not to compare this book with A Man Called Oof because every part of the story in here feels like a self-plagiarism of that book. Like a pop artist trying to redo their most popular songs and release it as an album. It also did something that Marvel Cinematic Universe did because one character is particularly popular with the masses. MCU then makes every character feel and sounds like Iron Man or Spider-Man, just with different powers. And just like the MCU, this book also have too much characters that feels like oof, a misfit that don't belong, which doesn't work because you need someone who is not a misfit to make the misfit feels like a misfit. You need the pregnant neighbor lady from A Man Called Oof. And A Man Called Oof is lightning in a bottle anyway. I don't think you can recreate that. In my review of A Man Called Oof, I call it someone's all-time favorite books, because it is that good. But Brit Mary Was Here is just the annoying little brother who tried too hard to coattail on his older brother popularity without knowing what makes his older brother popular. Unfortunately, it's that kind of book, and I don't particularly enjoy it. Instead of this book, read A Man Called Oof if you haven't yet. It's actually a good book. That's about it.